Join me as I take on the challenge of creating the ultimate retirement bucket list for 2024. And let's see if we can come up with some of the most amazing experiences to make our retirement remarkable. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maureen Dobransky, and I'm all about making your retirement remarkable. I produce a retirement lifestyle video every Saturday at noon. I hope you'll join me. Now, whether your thought of a bucket list is to travel, whether it's an adventure, whether it's simply enjoying life's little pleasures, today we're going to be just sort of diving into some very exciting thoughts, ideas, exercises on how to create your ultimate retirement bucket list. Now, whether you've already retired or you're still planning for the big day, a bucket list can really be an incredible way to set some exciting goals and to make the most of this amazing time in our lives. So let's just talk first. What is a retirement bucket list? Well, what it's not is a to-do list where you just check it off and you go to the next one and you go to the next one. What I've kind of come to discover, it's really a collection of dreams, of experiences, of goals that you've always wanted to achieve, but you never had the time, the money, the headspace. And so guess what? Now's the time to make it all happen. Your bucket list should reflect the things that truly matter to you. Again, whether it's traveling, learning new skills, reconnecting with old hobbies, maybe even giving back in meaningful ways, whatever it might mean to you. So let's talk about how to get started. Before you grab that pen and paper or start typing on your phone for some of us, I want you to just take a minute and really think about your passions, your interests, what excites you. What have you always wanted to try, but you've never had the chance? So I always say, let's start by asking a couple of questions. What makes you smile? What makes you feel great? What makes you feel like you should be dancing and all is right in the world? What do you miss maybe about work? What do you think you've always wanted to try? When you were a little kid in grade 1, when people would say, what do you want to be? What was that? Ask yourself these questions. So I want you to think big about this. And right now, just think big for now. It's your bucket list, so dream as big as you want. And then we'll worry about weeding out the ones and making some balance in a little bit. Then I want you to just sort of categorize your list into experiences, goals, and maybe hobbies. There might be something else, maybe relationships in there as well, but experiences, goals, hobbies, we'll say relationships. So travel goals could include something like destinations that you've always wanted to visit. Personal goals could be something like learning a new language or picking up a guitar that you've always wanted to do. And then experiences could be, I've always wanted to experience the Grand Canyon in a helicopter, maybe something like that. Hobbies, I've always wanted to learn how to cook more. Instead of the 10 things I always cook more better. I'm not sure that's a word. Cook better and use more spices and exotic things into my cooking. So that could be a hobby. So hobbies, goals, experiences, and relationships. And then really take the time to think about it. What makes me smile? My grandkids. What do I love and what do I really miss? I love to dance. Even though I look goofy, I love to dance. All of these things are on the table. Take your time and really do this for you. Don't listen to anyone else. It's your bucket list. And then third, don't forget the small things, because sometimes the simplest experiences can bring the most joy, like mastering a new recipe, like reading all the books that you've collected all over the years, like having a clean house after you retire and getting rid and decluttering all of this stuff. The small stuff can really have a big impact. And then once you've created your list, it's time to make it happen. And here's just some ideas as to how to make it happen. First, prioritize items on your list. What's the most important thing to you? What are you most excited about? And start that way and then work your way down. Now, if you have a partner in your life, it's a great time to have this conversation with them while you were making your bucket list. Don't let them really have any influence or minimal influence over your big picture. But once you're down to prioritizing what you want to do, if there's something you really want to do and they don't, go achieve yours, let them achieve theirs, and come together and achieve joint ones. But then that's how I believe it should be. So prioritize the items, what's most important to you. And then I say set a timeline. And the reason why I say this, although we're retired and we're trying to get rid of the timelines and the goals and all that stuff, but we know that there's really three phases to retirement. Go, slow go, and no go. And go can be very, very short, where you're healthy enough, you have the energy, you have the desire, you have the goals. Go do them. So on those kind of items, set a timeline and go do it. Achieve certain goals. That way you can focus on really enjoying the journey without feeling rushed. And then third, be flexible. Life happens. Sometimes plans change. Your bucket list can evolve. There's nothing there written in stone. Everything can be changed, moved, adjusted, tweaked, and can be just adjusted over time as things happen in life, because we know life happens. And then last, what I really like to do on your ultimate bucket list is celebrate your success. So every time you check something off on your bucket list, take a moment to reflect on that experience, reflect on what happened, and enjoy it. After all, retirement should really be about living your life to the fullest. And so I have since created a Facebook group. I'm not sure how many of you are members of that, but facebook.com/group/life starts at retirement. We have over 32,000 members now. Consider joining and post in there, hey guys, I just checked this off of my bucket list. You'd be shocked at how many people are excited and passionate and rah for you. It's fabulous. Now, if you need a little bit of inspiration, here's some ideas on my bucket list that I really want to do. I want to travel. And so for the next year, Ken and I are going on 14 different cruises. We're traveling to 29 different countries. We leave tomorrow. And actually, probably while this one is aired, we're somewhere in the world. And we're going to have fun while we can. And we're in the go phase. So that's one of my things on my bucket list. I do want to take more of a cooking class. I've taken like one cooking class here, one cooking class there. I love Asian food. I want to take a cooking seminar over weeks of how to prepare Asian food. That's on my bucket list. And then I have somewhat of a smaller desire. I've always wanted to speak Spanish. I'm fairly good at understanding if someone speaks slowly, but I want to get kind of conversant in Spanish. Those are some of my top 3 things, but there's so many things. Reconnect with families and friends, start a project, maybe a YouTube channel, volunteer, read some books, start a book club, whatever your bucket list might include, go for it. I highly recommend it, because your retirement bucket list is a personal reflection of the things that bring you joy and you fulfillment. So have fun with it. I hope these tips helped you to get started on your own ultimate bucket list. And I would love to know in the comments some of the things on your bucket list, and I'd love to hear your ideas. Now, if you haven't already, consider hitting the subscribe button, click the bell so you don't miss any other upcoming adventures. Also, as I mentioned, Ken and I are traveling to 29 different countries. We have a YouTube channel started to document some of this. Please consider joining that one as well. It's Life Starts at Retirement. In particular, a new playlist that we have called Where in the World is Maureen. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I would love to see you in future videos. Now go make your retirement remarkable.